What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Team Solemn Circus live video. Turn on the left side here, we have Dragonlink Fiendsmith going up against Mimighoul on the right. This is going to be the same list that Todd was cooking up at the regionals here, so huge shout out to Todd. We're going to be seeing the Dragonlink deck going first here with a copy of Lubellion being activated, and we do see an Ash Blossom in the Mimighoul's hand here. We are going to be seeing them respond with the Ash Blossom. That's pretty risky in this case, especially not knowing exactly what they're going up against. But we do see it paying off by setting 2 cards and just passing like that. It's going to be now Mimighoul's turn. They're going to be starting off with a Mimighoul. I believe this is the spell. It's called Maker, which summons 1. They are explaining it here. It says, reveal 2 flip monsters with different names from their deck. Your opponent randomly picks one of them, special one into their field and face down for vision. You add the other one to the hand. Then you can summon 1 of Mimighoul monster from your hand. If your opponent summons special summons a monster except with a damage type, you can banish the card from your graveyard, then target 1 face down monster your opponent controls, changes to face up attack or defense position here. So we're going to be revealing the dragon and then another one there, and they reveal the Archfiend. Okay. And they push one out our Archfiend of our own. We're going to see the Archfiend effect going to activate here, I believe. And that's going to make them draw a card. We're going to see an imperm on the Archfiend. We're just trying to make it so that we can't we can't get it so that they can activate the effect to let us discard a card, draw them a card, and then give them a level 1, which is kind of crazy. We're going to be seeing a normal summon of a dragon here. I'm just going to let them add a spell and trap. I believe they add room or dungeon. So we're going to add the room here. And we do see an overlay for perhaps the Lyreless that can attack directly. For the number 13, whatever, the crime punishment guy. We're going to see them activate the effect here, which is going to flip the Archfiend up, and then they're going to activate the effect. They have to let us draw a card. They are going to discard a card from their hand, and then we're going to give control to our opponent. We're going to be discarding a copy of the Sorenir. Sorenir will be able to activate its effect, sending a copy of the Lubellion to the graveyard. And now we have activated a monster effect here. First we were discarding, we were going to be activating one anyways because we had that Archfiend. But I forgot they even play the prime or the crime or the punishment. I think they're the exact same card. They're going to think here. I mean, they are down the 2 cards left. You know, discarding that copy of Sorenir most likely means that the Nibiru is in the hand. Or another card that kind of protects their life points there. Maybe another Bestial. We're going to see them attack and then just make a Zeus, setting 1 and passing on that. Interestingly enough. We see a white and engraver in hand as well. But they're going to be summoning out the copy of white by banishing that Sorenir. And then on that, we are going to be seeing a room going to be activated. That's going to be A-OK here. We're going to be summoning from the deck. And we summon out a copy of Maker. So just add a Mimighoul from our deck to our hand. I'm not quite sure exactly what this is going to be doing. Oh, it also flips the white dragon down. Okay, so room books the white dragon, making it so that they can't really play. But we have a Safert in the hand, so it's not an engraver, it's a Safert after all. I guess this is why they kept it. But they're going to be going with the Zeus, and then Zeus will wipe the field here. And we have the search off the Mimighoul Master. So we're really just going to be like taking advantage here of everything. We're just going to be having the Zeus left on the field. They're going to search for the Dark. They're going to go for Safer, adding itself back. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. We did have the Imperm, so we could have maybe stopped the Zeus, but it doesn't seem like we really cared about that, because we're going to be able to activate the effect of Lubellion, and we have the Magnemite to banish the crime. Then we're going to be able to search off in the end phase. Lubellion's going to be able to tag itself out, which we then can put the Regained onto the field here. I feel like we should have just like let it go. There's nothing really that was going to matter, but we're going to be seeing the white being banished off the black, and then we're going to be able to search for the copy of Regained. Or we're going to search off the Regained there, but they are thinking on this. Do we see an Ash or maybe an Ogre? Nope, it's going to resolve. So when the black goes to the graveyard, we're able to search as well. But nothing here is going to matter because they have a Nibiru. So trying to go for that before they get to the seals. And then we're going to be seeing the white as well as the copy of the Regain, summoning with the copy of Magnemite once again. Because they did summon a monster. So we still have one dragon on the field. Can we get another is the question. They can't summon with the white dragon because they already have started with it. And then we see a Veiler in the hand. So chances are they're not going to be able to. We are going to be going up into maybe an SP. Or an IP in this case. And then we're going to be seeing a Druisworm being searched during the end phase off that copy of the Magnemite. So now we have a copy of Druisworm alongside a Veiler and an IP to kind of beat this board. And obviously the Regain will be able to bring out the Magnemite, which will get an additional search during the end phase that turn once again. So we're going to see them go standby main phase, and we see another Maker in the hand, which can then activate. They're going to chain a Druisworm here, getting rid of one of the Lubellions in the graveyard. We're going to see the Regained can also be able to put that back and getting additional draw here as well. But what do we reveal? Most likely a copy of like Dragon and like, do we go for Cerberus? So we're going to go Dragon and Cerberus here. They do end up getting the Dragon, which is quite nice, because they're going to be able to nuke their board with their own card effect, which is important. Dragon's Beast is a sick card. It actually just like destroys purely so easily. But we are going to be seeing the Regained as well as the IP going to be activated here. The IP is going to go up into the copy of SP, and then Regain is going to be putting back the Rebellion and drawing one card. We're going to be seeing the effect of the Regained also summon with the Magnemite here. And then we're going to be normal. We have the Archfiend on the field, which is then going to flip up the Dragon. But we're going to be activating the effects of Chain Links here, and then we're going to be destroying the copy of Archfiend. I feel like we have to banish it, not destroy it, but oh, well, we see Magnemite going to be resolving here. They have a Talents to rip the hand, and we do see a Veiler, and I don't remember the last card is a black metal. So maybe we just take the white, leaving the Veiler. I don't think the Veiler is going to do very much for us. The Mimighoul strategy is really control-based, while just attacking slowly, making them lose their resources and kind of just like destroy their board whenever they make one, and you just survive. Like, we still have the Maker in the graveyard. Then we're going to go Thrust. I think we activated a Dragon as well, putting the monster to the opponent's side of the field face down. And we're going to go Thrust here to search, because they do now control a monster. They have the Cerberus face down. So we're going to search for a Terraform, which can give us access to the field spell here. And so, like, we're going to be banishing the top 3 cards from our deck with the Cerberus at some point, and then giving our opponent one of the cards. We're going to give them either a copy of Seyfert, or I don't recall the Sorenir there. So most likely going to be giving them a Seyfert, because the fact that once it does hit the graveyard, it's going to be back in our graveyard, which can mean we can banish it to add back Lubellion here as well. But we do see a copy of, I believe that's Maker, or another dragon on the field. Okay, for the Mimighoul field spell here. We're then going to go to search for another copy of Room. I mean, linking away a dragon. We could go both of them into a copy of a Seals here. We're going to be seeing the Dark getting hit with a copy of the Veiler, which I knew they had, so probably just trying to burn through it. They set 2 cards here and just pass turn on that, because I believe the field spell makes so they can't normal while they control a face down card, kind of making that black metal useless there. Or they put back the black metal, keeping the white in hand. Okay. So we're going to flip up a copy of Cerberus, and we do see a Jerusalem being hit. We're going to give them an Ash Blossom there. Interesting that we chose to give them Ash over the Seyfert. I mean, I suppose the Ash is a 0 attack, so they might be able to just clear that by getting rid of it. But we're going to be banishing the Dark off the white. Regains being able to put it back into the deck and drawing this additional card. And they have a Tikaboo here. Oh my lords. That's going to be it for the Dragon Link, unless we drew into a copy of Engraver here. That's going to be kind of rough. I mean, we could normal summon the Veiler that we have in the hand, go up into a copy of the Rabbit, because it is an illusion monster, and we have a Spellcaster and a Dragon. And that could also let us go into a Unicorn as well if we have a card in which is it the Nib. I feel like we definitely can go for that, right? Because you know the last card in hand is Room. So we go for Rabbit. Rabbit set. Oh, we can't set and link it away. That's great. We could just not set, link away up. Or just actually just go into Rabbit and set the trap and pass. Could also be an option, because like we can just pop the Tikaboo and we summon out the copy of the Azurn. Because I don't believe the Azurn is a illusion. No, it's a fairy. So we're going to go for Room here. And we're going to be booking the copy of the Veiler face down. We search for another copy of the field spell off the Maker here. We're going to go battle phase. White is going to attack. It's going to die, letting us search for a copy of black. That's at the bottom of the deck. And we're going to have like an infinity, just a draw loop here by banishing, putting back, and then, you know, letting them kind of just die here. But we're going to be seeing... I'm not too sure how they summon 2 from the grave, or how they summon the SP. Oh, Dark. Dark effects can activate summoning the SP. We're going to be seeing the effect of the Regain, summon out the copy of Magnemite. Magnemite's going to be able to search. We're then going to chain the SP, getting rid of the Magnemite as well as itself. And then they're going to activate the effect of the Regain, putting back the copy of SP to draw additional card. We're then going to normal summon out the copy of Archfiend, flipping up the copy of Veiler here. You know, having a beast, a zombie, and a dragon on the field, as well as a... Oh, they can't... Oh, it's Cerberus, right? They're going to go up into a copy of the access code. And then this is also making them like... Dragon is currently a 25. Cerberus is a 22. And then access code is a 43. So this will be enough for game. And we do see Mimighoul take it in the long run here, playing the grinding game. Flipping up that copy of Tikaboo is quite nice. I mean, having like different like fiends and beasts and dragon, just having dragon beatdown also is a really good card. Like 25, that's 4 turns and just over. Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't always have to end in just 1 turn. We see a lot of these like Fiendsmith piles make the unbreakable boards where they have a 2 Omni Negates and a pop and the destruction of the hand, and we rip 2 cards from your hand and you hand trap us once and we still play through it. But not every deck is like that. And when you see like 2 decks like this, with the Mimighoul being able to grind, also being a bit of a combo deck themselves, and a like Fiendsmith Dragonlink deck, both engines being extremely gas, but only seeing one of those engines can kind of hurt, and just like show for a good match here. We didn't see any of the Fiendsmith stuff in the first game. I do know it is inside it. Because I did see the deck. Also played against the deck as well. It did smoke me. I did lose game 3, unfortunately, due to my own misplay. I could have played around it and won. We were also close to time, but I still should have won that game, unfortunately. But I did get to see a lot of the deck, and it is a very cool deck. I like when those decks are handmade yourself. Creating a deck with just the cards that you enjoy playing, which I know that Max's favorite card is the Bestial Lubellion, and it is quite a sick card. But we're going to be moving on into the game 2. Dragonlink will be able to choose to go first once again. Will we see some of these Fiendsmith stuff this time to maybe play through this? We're going to start off with the Chaos Space, hitting a copy of the Veiler. That is not the best start here. We search for a copy of the Dark. We do have now essentially a seal is going to be able to be made. And we don't see a Droll here on res, which is quite nice. We're going to banish the copy of the Veiler, summon with the copy of the Dark. We're going to go off and Striker Dragon. We're going to search for the white. And this is going to give us a copy of the seals here, essentially. We're also going to be able to draw off the copy of the Chaos Space, giving us an additional card in the hand. But we're going to be banishing. But we have it in the hand. Oh, no, we added it. Okay. And they're going to be banishing the Chaos Space to put back to draw, which is why we shuffled. We're then going to go up into the copy of the seals, and then white's going to switch for the black. So having that, once again, in this turn is quite nice. And we do have a Flabled Lurie here, which we can normal summon. Link up into the copy of Requiem, which I believe was our draw. Requiem's going to activate the effect, going for the copy of Engraver here. And we might be seeing a Seizure as well on this end board. So here we're thinking, we're going to activate the Requiem effect, I believe, to equip. And I thought for a second we're going to be seeing a DD Crow here. But no, then we're going to let him move to a Princess. As I say, DD Crow there would be quite nice. But then we're going to be seeing the effect of the Engraver here. And we had a copy of Baldrake to hit the Engraver. This is going to stop them from getting into their rank 6. Quite nice. We set 2 more cards just like the last time, and we just passed turn on this. What's also cool is that the Necroquip Princess can actually activate its effects to draw a card because we control, because we have like effects like Magnamut, or not Magnamut, but Lubellion, as well as I think that's the only one that actually activates. I mean, yeah, just Lubellion there. We're going to see a Proud of Prosperity here, banishing, I believe, 6. And they're going to chain a D-Shifter to this. That's something else. D-Shifter is going to be really good. Only going for 3, and we see a Fenrir, a Thrust, and a Cerberus. I mean, that Baldric was not on the field, the Fenrir would be quite good. But at the same time, Thrust is also quite nice because we know their opponent's most likely going to be activating the copy of Seals. So we're adding the Thrust to the hand. We can't get hit with the Droll and Lockbird as well, so that's kind of nice. Then we're going to be seeing the effect of Necro Equip. Because a card was sent to the graveyard to activate a Carter effect, and it doesn't mean their opponents. It doesn't mean ours, so they're going to get a draw 1 card. Very nice. We're going to go Battle Phase, and we're going to be seeing Baldric attack over that copy of Steels. Not even going to activate its effects here. You know, definitely not worth tributing just to get it back in the hand so they can lose another copy of their Engraver or anything else during the next turn here. Oh, we are going to be seeing the Seals effect going to activate tributing itself. Then we'll be seeing the Seals effect activating its effect. Similar to the copy of the Magnemut activating the effect to search during the end phase. We're going to see the Baldric attack into the Magnemut there. And then we're going to be activating a effect of the field spell here. I mean, we did get a draw off the Princess, so it did kind of serve its purpose. And getting us a search off the Magnemut during the end phase is quite nice as well. We have now lost our Magnemut, which is very unfortunate, but if it gets us Lubellion to get us a copy of a Druis Worm, we could just start looping the Druis Worms as well, which is kind of important. But we're going to be seeing the copy of the Dragon being normal summoned, activating its effects, letting us search. Most likely being hit with an Imperm there. You know, you definitely want to stop a search for any Mimighoul card. We do have 2 dragon monsters ourselves, so we could just go up into a Seals of our own. Don't know how good that would be, but they ask what do they know in hand, and they only know the black dragon, unfortunately. We're going to go into a copy of Typhon because I forgot the dragon has 25 as well here, so it's going to be the same size as the Baldric. And we're going to be setting 1 card and just passing on turn on that. This is going to make it so that we can't activate the Lubellion effect in the hand, I believe. I could be wrong. No, Lubellion doesn't have 3,000. It has 25. So we're going to search for a copy of Druis Worm. Now, do we banish the copy of Shifter there, so in case they have another copy of Shifter? I mean, they don't. We know they don't because they haven't drawn any cards, so it's kind of fine to hit it. But at the same time, if they draw it for turn, we're going to be kind of screwed over in the long run here. We do see a Talents in their hand as well. So Talents can go really hard by taking that copy of Typhon. But we are going to be seeing a special summon out of the black by banishing the white. And then we're going to be, they ask what we don't know in hand. Just no Druis Worm. We also see a Veiler in there. So they have Nip, Veiler, Talents, Druis Worm, and maybe one more unknown. We're going to normal summon a copy of the Veiler here, and we do have the Baldric to send the copy of the Typhon here, which is important for the extra deck summon, which is going to go up into a copy of Silhouette Rabbit. And I think that the Silhouette Rabbit does activate on summon, but they're choosing not to activate the effect here, which means they already have the trap card set. We're just going to be able to let the Silhouette Rabbit pop the copy of the dungeon in the spell and trap card zone here. Also letting us, you know, start to link climb if we need to as well. With that Druis Worm in the hand, we can go up into maybe a Unicorn or something else of the sorts. We're going to see Druis Worm targeting the Striker Dragon here, banishing to summon itself out. And we do activate a Room at this point. Now, Room has a really cool effect by being able to book a monster. It can actually book the copy of Azul, putting it back to the Spawn Trap Card Zone, which a lot of people do not know about. I think same for the Imperm is in the same column. it's going to actually reset it, which is kind of weird. But they're going to be summoning with the dragon. And they flip down the Druis Worm there, making so they cannot link them away. If you want to link away, you have to use the copy of the Azul and the Rabbit. But then Dragon's going to activate the effects, letting us search for a copy of the dungeon. They're going to activate the talents, taking the Typhon here, and the Typhon's able to bounce out the copy of Baldrake back to the hand. They want to be able to get rid of this dragon. They're going to attack with the dragon here. And then they can attack for 15 and 18. We're going to be chaining the copy of the Baldrake here, protecting our life points. We're going to go up into a copy of SP, banishing the copy of the Baldrake. And we haven't taken any damage yet. We're going to be seeing the dungeon going to be placed itself onto the field here. That's going to be letting us search for a copy of the dragon once again. And see the SP can activate the effect. Obviously, the dragon can activate the effect, searching for the copy of the Maker. And then Maker's going to activate its effects, being able to summon one of the two to your opponent's side of the field, depending on which one that they choose. We're going to see them set the Cerberus and search for the dragon. We're going to be able to search for the Archfiend. We're going to summon the Archfiend, and flipping up the Cerberus, which is going to make them summon out onto the opponent's side of the field a copy of Veiler, which is a level 1 monster here. And we do see time getting called. So it's going to be making it that the Mimighoul player actually wins here, because they won game 1 and there hasn't been any damage taken. If we would continue the game, they're talking about like how they would be able to overlay, and they do have the Azul to take or to like negate the effect, but they just go into a copy of Thrust, take a copy of the Talents. Talents take the Azul. They do have a copy of the Nibiru in the hand there, but we wouldn't have been summoning 5 times if we wanted to. But it is what it is. Hope you continued watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to see more content like this. Stay safe. Peace.